Welcome and thank you for joining us again tonight on the Kyber Cave. So, this particular review, we're going to get into one of the Kybers that was released over the summer that we haven't had a chance really to get into as far as doing a review on it. Mainly because I've been waiting and trying to get my hands on and find a chase. And I wasn't being successful. I ordered a couple of them. You know, my luck just wasn't there like many of you guys out there that have kind of looked for this particular chase. And I kind of got lucky after all, because I was talking to Chandler, and as many of you may have seen if you watched my unboxing video here recently from Crafted Core, he sent me an artist proof of the Solo and Carbonite chase. Now, I've got my own Solo and Carbonites that I ordered. I actually ordered 2 of them in hopes that I would get one of the chase ones, but unfortunately, I was not lucky enough to do that. So at some point in the future, I will be offering up that other limited edition Solo and Carbonite Kyber for somebody to be able to purchase if they so choose to. Mainly because, hey, I don't need 2 of them at this point, right? So only need the one, so I will be offering that up at a future time. With that, I want to go ahead and take a look. Now, this is the Carbonite chase, or the Carbonite that I got in the case. This particular one, hopefully, and actually, let me go ahead and get you guys on a bigger screen so that way you can be able to see things a little bit better. There we go. All right, so as you can see, this is number 56 of 124 limited editions. Now, this particular Kyber, the Carbonite Kyber, is still available through Crafted Core site. However, the biggest difference between the one that you can still purchase and this particular one is the fact that it does come in the Carbonite Crystal 10. The only way that you can get the 10 and get it inside the case where it does have the number and everything, as you see, that will also come with, you know, the card that associates with the crystal itself, that does have the very lengthy, I will say, story on the back of it. This is the only way that you can get this one at this point. You have to be able to have gotten one before they went to open edition, where it's only the Kyber itself with the card that's available, and the cards are no longer numbered on there. So you can get the Carbonite by itself, but that again, the only way that you can get the 10 is if you find somebody that does have one that you can get that's the limited edition version. So you have to get it that way, but you can still get the Carbonite by itself without the 10. I'll go ahead and get that back out for you so that way you guys can see. I'm going to go ahead and get this back underneath the camera here and get this kicked over for you. Give me just a second here. Stupid thing did it again. Alright, so we're going to get this Kyber underneath the camera here for you guys to be able to take a look at. So let's go ahead and get you kicked over so you can see what this one looks like up close in person. So here we go with the up close view of this, and you can see on it, let me get my little pointer, you can see the detail that was done where you actually got Han Solo's head, his hands here, body with the legs and everything, you know, looking just like he did when he was in the Carbonite at the end of Empire Strikes Back, and as we see him at the beginning of Return of the Jedi. This Kyber was done a little differently than the others. I don't believe that it was resin poured like other Kybers had been done. I believe this one here may have been resin printed on a resin 3D printer. And the reason why I say that is, as I turn it over here, take a look, you've got a little bit different design than we've had on other Kybers. You've got what looks like could have potentially been a pour spout location right here, but like I said, it's something different. So I'm not sure how exactly this particular Kyber was done, and part of the reason why, when I'm looking at it, I'm seeing that that it looks like it was not done in a normal mold, is, as you'll see with the other one, the shapes are slightly different on there as far as the pour spouts. Now, I'm not going to show you the other one that I have that I purchased to go along with this one here. What I am going to show you guys next is going to be the Chase Artist Proof that Chandler sent me. Now, the front of the case looks pretty well the same as the other one. It just says the Carbonite crystal. It doesn't say anything special on the outside, but it's the inside where it actually has in here where it says Carbonite Chase. This one here being Artist Proof 3 of 10. But this one looks different than the rest of them. And we always know that the chases are slightly different. There's always a slight variation to the difference in the chases. And this one, I'm going to go ahead and slide it on up in here so that you guys can see. Let me get that back up in the film view there. And you can see the real main difference between the two. And that is the fact that the chase is more of a gold colored than it is the pewter color that the normal Carbonite crystal comes in. Now, with that, I'm just going to use my fingers here. I'm going to roll this to the side here. You can see that the design is very, very similar on the sides on there. When you roll over to the back side where it looked like the pour spout, you don't get quite that same look. So I don't know. That's why I'm saying I'm wondering if this particular spot right here on the Kyber itself is maybe where it was on the 3D printer, on the resin printer. I'm not 100% sure, but you got the difference in shapes there on it. Same thing as we roll it this way, you know, very similar as far as the way it looks. So, I mean, it's got a lot of similarities, you know, to where it looks like it may have been done in regular molds, but I believe it was done a little different, being done in a resin printer. But though that's the biggest visual difference between the two Kybers is the coloration of it, and that's a big difference there on those. So moving forward from that, the next, I mean, honestly, the next thing that sets it different between the two, and hold on, drop the card there. The thing that sets it apart between the two is what it does inside the Savi's chassis. Now, with the regular Carbonite, you put it in straight up and down to where it's facing upwards. I don't know if you can really see the design on it, but you get yellow as the color on there. When you flip it over, you go, because these are dual chipped, the secondary color that you get is blue. Okay, so and I don't know what voice that is as of yet, but we just know it's blue. With the chase, however, oops. With the chase, however, we can get it lined up to go in here. We do get the yellow, but it's, you know, face up again, just like the other one. But the difference that you get with the chase is the other side is red. Now, not sure what that voice is going to be. I'm guessing that that voice is going to be Vader, and we're going to check that out and see. So we know we're going to get Yellow Blade and Red Blade off of that from the Savi's chassis. But let's see what we get as far as voices inside our two holocrons. So let me go ahead and pop open our Jedi holocron and put it in here. Okay. So it actually comes up with that.
Never underestimate the difference teamwork can make.
So we have Maz Kanata on the regular chase, or the regular Carbonite. Go ahead and check. Double check and see. Do we have Maz?
Close your eyes.
Okay. So both the chase, the chase and the regular Kyber both have Maz for the yellow. In the Sith holocron, let's see. Oh, which voice is it?
You have done well. This is your destiny.
All right, that might be Vader 8.
It is useless to resist.
So we do have Vader on the chase. Now, what I didn't check, and we're going to go ahead and look at that just to make sure, because I did forget to check on that. Let's see what the other voice is on the regular.
I will teach you the ways of the Jedi.
Okay, so it is Luke. I speculated that that was it, but I wasn't 100% sure. So we have Maz and Luke on the regular Carbonite, and we have Maz and Vader on the chase. So that we see that the differences between the two, honestly, are the coloration. There is a difference in color. And I'll go ahead and get both of them up here. You got your difference in color. You got your chase is gold, where your regular Carbonite is more of the pewter color. The cards themselves that it comes with, the back of the cards are the same on both sides. The biggest difference is, you know, the numbering on it. You know, there's only so many of the chases that were made. I believe regular chase, not the artist proof, but the regular chase, I believe, was 12 that were made, compared to the 124 that were made of the Carbonite itself. So you are limited on how many that you're going to be able to get your hands on, as far as the actual limited. But you do have the open edition to be able to purchase. The chases, however, I do not know, and this would be something that maybe Chandler, if you're watching, you decide to comment down below, let us know. Were there any other chases made? Were there chases made for the open edition, or were the chases only strictly done for the limited edition? Which I think that's what the case is going to be with that. But I'd love to be able to find that out. If anybody else has gotten a chase, because I haven't really seen any pictures out there as far as the chases go. So, you know, if anybody else has any chases, let me know. I'm curious to see what you think about those as well. So I do appreciate you guys stopping by once again. I look forward to doing the next video for you and reviewing, seeing what's coming up next. I know that there's a really good one coming here real soon from Crafted Core, so I look forward to seeing that. Until then, thanks again. I do appreciate it. If you don't mind hitting that subscribe button down there, or liking it on Facebook, hitting the little notification bell on YouTube, if that's where you're watching at, and so that way you can get notifications when new videos come out, I'd greatly appreciate it. And as always, may the Force be with you.